Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Subnautica Below Zero guided gameplay. We are picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode, in which I was thinking about making a compass, primarily so that as I'm giving directions to you guys in this guided gameplay, you can follow along and can figure out where you're supposed to be heading based on me saying head southwest. If you don't have a compass, you won't know what direction southwest is. Oh, I picked up a lot of stuff here. Let's drop one of those so I can pick up another copper ore, because that's why we are out here looking for one more piece of copper ore so we can head back to the drop pod and make ourselves a compass. Great. So now we can go to resources, electronics, use 2 pieces of copper to make copper wire, and then use that copper wire to go to personal equipment, use the copper wire and the wiring kit that we made in the last episode to make a compass. And it will auto-equip, and we now have our compass headings up at the top of the screen underneath our depth gauge. Great. So with that done, and me knowing that our inventory is full, why don't we drop off a bunch of stuff into our inventory here, as long as we're here and don't need it. And our one storage container at this point is full. All right. Oh, you know what? We don't need these flares right now. We'll need those later. Okay, so heading out, and making the compass was the only thing that was really on the agenda today. The rest of this is just going to be about exploring and gathering. We're going to be gathering materials that we might need and exploring. And in terms of exploring, we're going to head south-southwest from the life pod. But basically, we're going to follow the terrain. Now, the developers have tried to... The way this planet was formed should lead you toward where you're trying to go. I mean, basically, if you're heading from the life pod and you're like, what looks like an interesting direction to explore, well, you're going to head for that arch or an arch like it. And that is going to lead you deeper, these arches, deeper and deeper, south and southwest. Yes, those are ribbon plants. We don't need any of those right this second. We're just heading deeper.
Oxygen.
So there's an oxygen plant right there, but I'm just going to go to the surface because we're not that deep. And we're going to continue following the terrain as it leads us deeper. Now there's a fragment to scan. There's a mobile vehicle bay fragment. That's 2 of 3. We need 1 more of those. Now here are some table coral that we're going to need to make computer chips. So let's remember where we're seeing those. And then that's argonite.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Argonite will have silver in it, maybe. That's another mobile vehicle bay fragment. This will be 3 of 3. And what's that I hear?
That sounds like a distress call.
It does.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Approximately 200 meters down. And right around here where we started hearing that, I'm seeing some flashing lights, but we're running out of oxygen, so let's get back to the surface and come back down and do a little more exploring. We use the air bladder. Okay. Let's get back down there and see what we can see. Aha! All right, so there are the flashing alien things that we saw earlier. There's one there. There's one off in the distance over there. See it flashing? But then right underneath us, there's this thing. Human-made, or Alteran-made, anyway. A couple of things to scan here.
30 seconds
but most importantly, this data box with a rebreather blueprint.
Synthesized.
Yep.
Technology acquired.
We now know how to make a rebreather, which is going to allow us to spend
Oxygen.
longer below 100 meters. Brute shark. Whew, that was close. Ooh. Sit. Let me sit on the surface. Pretty. You are pretty, Subnautica below zero. I will give you that. All right, so we've got the rebreather. We can head back now and make the rebreather, which we want to do. But before we head back, let's see if we can do a little bit.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Little bit more exploration. See if we can find more valuable stuff down here, right around the 100 meters mark. Now we are heading south away from the SOS signals, back that way.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yep. All right. We've passed what I was hoping we would stumble across here. So now we got to go back up to the surface, get some more O2, and head back down. Ooh, the Aurora Borealis out in force tonight. Ain't that purty? And there is the tall tower that we heard about in the very first transmission that we ever listened to when we first entered the life pod, the drop pod. So that is Delta Island. That's where we're going to have to head to soon. But for now, let's see if we can finish exploring down here. Hold on, let me find my life pod. Life pod's north, okay. Aha. That's a sea truck fragment. Good. Okay, we're back over by the entrance to something, that alien site.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And we haven't actually found what I was looking for yet, so. 10 seconds.
Oxygen.
We'll make it, don't worry. We're good, we're good, we're good. Yep. We're good. Wow, that's a big one. All right, you know what? We have not found what I was hoping to stumble across out here on this heading. So I think we're going to head back toward base. Hang on. Let's go back to up to the surface for a second. Because I want to go into my PDA and switch some stuff around. All right, so let's remove, I'm going to go to my blueprints. I'm going to unpin the compass. We don't need that anymore, but I am going to now pin the rebreather helmet. And we will need a wiring kit for that, which requires 2 more pieces of silver that we don't have. So we have to get back down, even though we have the blueprint for the rebreather now, we have to get back down and find some more silver before we can actually make it. So what I'm going to do is head back toward the life pod a little bit just to get my bearings so that I know which direction we're heading from the pod. Now the pod will not always splash down in exactly the same location. It's like the first game in that respect, where it could be in a slightly different location every time you start a new game. So if I'm giving you directions and you're like, well, I followed your directions exactly and it didn't take me where you said it was going to take me, yeah, that's understandable because your pod may not be where my pod is. But for now, I've gotten close enough to the life pod that I'm heading back out south and southwest, hoping to find something else that we will need. right around 100 meters
Warning,
depth.
passing 100 meters.
Yep.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yep.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
That may be where we want to go down there. No, that's too deep. That's not what we're looking for. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're not going to spend all day looking for this thing I'm looking for, so let's just do some other stuff instead. Another sea truck fragment. This will be 2 of 3. And then that... Yeah, okay, we're back at the entrance to the... Okay, we don't want to be here. I'm heading north away from that now.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Here's what we're looking for. We're at 128 meters depth, southeast of the life pod.
Oxygen.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've got a little tube section here, and then we've got a data box here with a high capacity O2 tank blueprint. And then we've
Blueprint synthesized.
also got stuff that we can scan here. Fabricator, a window, and inside, let's see, do this quickly here, inside
30
a habitat
seconds of
builder.
oxygen remaining.
Yeah. Get the window
New
scan
blueprint synthesized.
and get out of here. So we got a habitat builder, we got a window scan, and we got a fabricator scan. Okay, one last trip down there to make sure we got everything that we were supposed to get out of there. Plus, I also think I saw a silver node.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen
Yeah.
efficiency blueprint synthesized.
Silver ore, good. That's lead, maybe. Titanium. All right, we're below 100 meters depth, which I don't want to be because
30 seconds of
we haven't actually
oxygen
crafted the rebreather yet. But we are looking for the stuff that we're going to need to craft that, and the stuff that we are going to need, the silver that we're going to need to craft that is probably going to be at 100 meters or deeper. So this is a little bit tricky. It's a little bit of a catch-22. You need to go deeper than 100 meters in order to find the stuff that you're going to need to safely go deeper than 100 meters. That is a third sea truck. We're being chased by a brood shark. Yeah, there are 2 brood sharks over there. There was a third sea truck fragment I just saw here, right there. Now we can make a sea truck.
New technology acquired. Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Woohoo! Titanium from a lead outcrop. Titanium.
New blueprint synthesized. Oxygen.
All right, again, we got distracted. We got a little sidetracked there by that sea truck fragment. We're still looking for silver down there, and we still have to get deep in order to get it. Let's give this one more shot down here. Looking for silver. Nope, nope, nope. Limestone, limestone, limestone. Limestone, limestone. Limestone. We're not actually going in here yet. We want a rebreather and we want a high-capacity oxygen tank before we head in there and follow that. That's a silver outcrop with titanium in it. Silver, titanium, lead. Oh my gosh, 5 seconds. This is going to be tight. Oh, it's going to be close, guys. Whoo-hoo-hoo. Wow. We just made it. All right. One more dive down there. How much silver have we picked up anyway? 2 pieces. Okay, well, we've got enough that we could go make the rebreather helmet. Let's do that. And actually, let's go to our blueprints and pin the high-capacity oxygen tank. What do we need for that? We need more silver for that. We need 1 additional piece of silver for that. In which case, since we're out here in silver territory already, I think we're going to dive back down again and try to get 1 more. Get away. Brute shark. You're so rude. What the heck, dude? He gave me a little nip there. It didn't hurt much. But as long as we're out here in potential silver finding territory, let's head back down and give it 1 more shot.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
That's lead outcrop. Quartz we need right now. Silver. 1 more piece of silver, we're good to go. All right. Now we just need a little bit of creep vine. Do I have room to pick up creep vine? Yes. Get off me. All right, that kind of hurt. He took a big chunk out of us there. I'm going to pop a health kit.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yep, I know. I'm just looking for my life pod. There's the life pod. We'll try to grab a couple more quartz. We're going to need 2 pieces of glass for the high-capacity air tank, which means I need more quartz. And we're going to need another piece of fiber mesh, which means I need some creepvine samples. So we'll be keeping an eye out for both of those on the way back. Oh, there's creepvine. We need 2 of these. And now we just need more quartz, which we should be able to find down in here. That's a silver outcrop. I'm going to go ahead and bang on that. Yep, since we're about to be using all the silver we have. You can find quartz down in here. There's a good time of night to go looking for it, though.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Which is not now. That's more silver. Well, a silver outcrop anyway. That is a grav trap fragment. I'm going to go ahead and scan that. And get us to the surface.
Oxygen.
Yep. Quartz. Yeah, come in. You can find quartz out in these creepvine areas, but the time to do it is at night when it shows up really clearly. Oh, I see 2 pieces right down here. I think that's all the quartz we need. Yep. All right, we're good to go. Let's head back and make ourselves a rebreather and a high-capacity oxygen tank. And that should enable us to... That's a sea glide fragment that we don't need anymore, but I'll go ahead and scan it. Some other scans on the way back. Twisted mandrake. Leafy canopy photosynthesizes sunlight underneath, providing shade to the bulbous stuff underneath. So we're going to go back and make these things, but I'm going to take this opportunity to listen to some of the voice logs that I have in my PDA that I have not listened to so far. They're in the data bank under logs and communications. We'll go to Sam and listen to some of these.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Alterra, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little extrabite. I'll leave the starchy tuberous nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
All right, so that was a nice little bonding moment there. So we've got everything that we need to make these 2 upgrades for us. Let's go to personal equipment, make a high capacity air tank, which is a standard O2 tank, 2 times glass, 4 pieces of titanium, and 1 piece of silver ore. And then we'll head to the rebreather, which is going to be personal equipment rebreather, wiring kit, which is 2 pieces of silver, fiber mesh, and silicone rubber.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths.
Good.
Breathe the freedom.
Breathe the freedom. Wonderful. All right. I'm just going to drop off some stuff here that we're not going to need. And I got a lot of water now. But we're very thirsty, so let's drink some. And I'm going to eat. No, I'm going to hold off on that nutrient food block for now. We got something else we want to do. We're heading back south and west to get to the twisty bridges. What I do not have right now that I wish I had on me was a backup battery, because you see we're already 2/3 of the way through this battery on the Sea Glide, so we're going to be running out pretty soon. I just happened to see a silver node here. There we go, silver. And down into the briny depths. Ribbon plants we're going to need. I was just talking about needing a backup battery. So let me grab a couple of those as long as we're here. And there are our flashing lights leading to something interesting. Let's explore. And what have we here? We'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the Subnautica Below Zero guided gameplay. There's more coming. Stay safe, survivors.
Critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
Inner Monroe speaking.